Welcome to another story made by Oracle 1. Emergency Earth. In the vast expanse of the Andromeda sector, where stars clustered like shimmering jewels on a velvet dusk, Earth had become a whispered legend among the cosmic colonies. A sanctuary, the last lifeboat planet in a galaxy spiraling toward uncertainty. For centuries, humanity had danced on the edge of extinction, technological marvels and political strife intertwining to shape their fate. But now, in 2361, Earth was the fulcrum upon which the future of countless species teetered, and when the galaxy came knocking, the question was awfully simple yet profoundly complex. Who decides who stays? The origins of this galactic exodus were carved from calamity. The Galfin supernova, a cosmic explosion of unprecedented magnitude, had shattered star systems and sterilized entire swaths of habitable planets in the neighboring Zarkon cluster. The cataclysm flung a torrent of scorching radiation and debris outward, destabilizing ecological balances on worlds that had once flourished. Civilizations, many older and wiser than humanity, scrambled to find sanctuary. The United Planets Confederation convened an emergency summit, pinpointing the few remaining planets capable of sustaining life. Of these, Earth's biosphere, though battered by centuries of pollution and climate strife, still harbored the most adaptable ecosystems. It was ironic, almost poetic. A planet that had once been humanity's crucible now embodied the galaxy's lifeboat. Governments from 100 species approached Earth with requests, mandates, and sometimes demands. The planet's leaders, themselves fractured along racial, ideological, and environmental lines, faced the gargantuan task of adjudicating the future of life itself. Dr. Layla Aaron was called from the Mars Colonial Archives to the Earth Orbital Council's chamber for a role few envied. As an expert in xenosalvation and planetary ecology, her task was to shape a policy that could, if not please everyone, at least preserve balance. She stood beneath the transparent domed sky above the council chamber, its curvature reflecting the faint blue glow of Earth's upper atmosphere. Facing her were representatives of humanity's countries, augmented by the Galifa, avian-like beings with iridescent plumage from the Aurelian cluster. The Corellians, crystalline entities who communicated through harmonic resonance, and the Makar, a predatory reptilian race exiled from their dying homeworld. Layla's thoughts revisited the recent report she had studied, the Lifeboat Manifest, a living document compiled by Earth's scientific community which attempted to calculate the planet's maximum sustainable carrying capacity, a staggering 9 billion beings, factoring advanced ecological technology, artificial atmosphere regeneration, and bioengineering enhancement. A thin margin for error given Earth's own fragile recovery from centuries of degradation. We cannot, must not, become the galaxy's infinite dumping ground for refugees, Layla declared. Our planet is healing, but it is still fragile. We must prioritize species whose adaptation and value align with Earth's ecosystem and social frameworks. Arguments erupted immediately. The Makar ambassador hissed, his slit pupils narrowing. Your planet's capacity is irrelevant compared to the urgency of survival. My people's home burned. We refuse extinction. A Corellian voice rippled, melodic and somber. Extinction is the natural flow, unless intervention is necessary. Conservation must prioritize equilibrium, not mere numbers. The Galfia representative spread his wings, radiating incandescent hues. We come in peace and seek sanctuary within your bounds, yet Earth must consider its own sovereignty first. Layla raised a hand to restore order. This is the dilemma. No one planet can sustain all who need refuge. A triage is necessary. But who enforces it? Who determines worth? The chamber fell silent. Humanity's representatives looked away from each other, the weight of their responsibility palpable. Days passed with endless negotiations. Satellite feeds from Earth's surface broadcast protests and debates. Some factions within humanity feared that incoming species would disrupt Earth's fragile economies and cultures. Others saw this interstellar diaspora as a chance to resurrect the dreams of a united, multi-species society. The conclusion, however, was not to be left to politicians alone. The United Planets Confederation assigned the decision to an assembly known simply by the archaic human acronym, the Tribunal of the Continuum, a group of elders chosen from the galaxy's oldest civilizations and neutral adjudicators. Their charge was to create the lifeboat mandate, a binding framework outlining acceptance criteria based on ecological compatibility, social integration potential, and contribution to Earth's biospheric and cultural fabric. Layla was appointed liaison between Earth's government and the tribunal, a role she undertook with both dread and hope. Back on Earth, the shifting skies reflected the world's turmoil. Territories once forgotten surged into new prominence, hosting alien enclaves cradling hopeful exiles. The Great Barrier Forest, notoriously dense and fragile, became home to the Avorians, four-limbed beings with nervous systems attuned to bioluminescent flora. Coastal cities restructured to accommodate the Cymbralians, amphibious creatures with biocompatible skin glands that helped purify water sources. Yet beneath the veneer of cooperation, tension simmered. Humans were divided. Some welcomed the newcomers with open arms, envisioning a rich, diverse civilization. Others harbored fears. Stories of xenophobic uprisings on other planets fueled suspicions. Earth's delicate ecosystems, rebuilt through painstaking effort, could collapse under reckless expansion. Layla ventured beyond diplomatic chambers, traversing cities and wilderness alike. She met with Terran scientists, environmentalists, and xenophiles, absorbing the mixture of excitement and despair. Her own background as a child of the Martian colonies granted her a unique perspective, not tied to Earth's traditions, yet deeply aware of the planet's significance. One evening, she visited the subterranean libraries of Old New York, where holographic archives preserved the memories of Earth's past turmoil and triumph. There she met an enigmatic old man named Eliar Stas, a historian and former member of the Human Sovereignty Council. "You understand, Dr. Aaron," Eliar said as they walked beneath arches crumbling with age, "that history remembers not just who survived, but how. This emergency Earth is not just a haven but a crucible. The choices made now will ripple across millennia." "What do you mean?" Layla asked. "The question of who stays is more than logistics. It is morality, culture, identity. If we accept those whose ways are alien, do we risk losing what makes Earth, Earth? Or do we evolve into something new, more resilient?" Layla pondered his words deeply. Meanwhile, aboard the tribunal's orbital station, a decision was unfolding. The tribunal comprised 7 members. Eldra from the Saffron Nebula, Mathar, a silicate intelligence from the Sarkon Belt, Vera, a quantum empath from Zalin Prime, Toriwen, a synthetic life form representing the galactic mesh, Rana, a voice made of concerted song waves, Jivrik, a timeweaver who sensed potential futures, and human elder Lian Mishra, respected for her wisdom and diplomacy. The tribunal convened in a chamber where walls pulsed with the essence of countless star systems, their deliberations a symphony of reason and empathy. Lian spoke first. "We hold the fate of many species in our hands. We must balance compassion with prudence." Toriwen's crystalline voice rang clear. "Advanced algorithms suggest a quota based on Earth's long-term planetary health index. Yet data cannot replace the human element of judgment." Jivrik closed their multifaceted eyes and murmured, "Potential futures are dark without decisive action, bright with compromise." After weeks of exhaustive debate, the tribunal issued the lifeboat mandate. It outlined 3 pillars. First, priority admission for sentient species biologically compatible with Earth's environment or whose presence posed minimal ecological disruption. Second, cultural integration programs designed to foster mutual understanding and cooperation. Third, a strict capacity limit, capped at 9 billion inhabitants, including existing Earthlings and incoming refugees. The mandate also established the Earth Governance Council, a body comprising representatives from the first wave of admitted species, empowered to oversee fair distribution of resources and mediation of conflicts. Back on Earth, reactions were mixed. Some hailed the mandate as a landmark of interspecies unity, others decried it as exclusionary. The Makar, angered by their low acceptance rate due to ecological incompatibility, threatened to sever all cooperation. The Galfia pledged support if their high adaptability merited exceptions. Amid the disarray, Layla sought common ground. She organized forums where Terran citizens and alien representatives shared their stories. Children played together in hybrid parks where bioluminescent flora glowing softly beneath layered canopies. Scientists collaborated to engineer biosuits that enhanced survival across realms. One night, Layla stood on the new Pacific coast, gazing at a sky swirling with unfamiliar constellations, evidence of the Earth's new interstellar connections. She pondered the path humanity had taken, the resilience and flaws, the xenophobia and hope. In embracing the mantle of the galaxy's lifeboat, Earth had become more than a planet. It was a bastion of survival, a testament to countless histories converging. Yet a question remained: who truly decides who stays? Was it the laws and councils? The necessity of survival? The quiet whispers of hope and fear in every species' heart? Layla understood that the answer might never be simple. It lay in the continuous striving to balance survival with compassion, identity with change, the known with the alien. Ultimately, Earth was not a final destination but a beginning, a nexus where the tapestry of life from countless worlds would intertwine to write new chapters in the story of existence. For more stories, like and subscribe.